What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 29 of our Brentford career mode, and today we have a couple of tough games. We have Arsenal in the league, and then we have Bournemouth, who came up with us, of course, and then Manchester City as well. So, I mean, and we start off next episode with Liverpool, so it's not getting any easier. I mean, look at our schedule here for the next 8 or so. Arsenal, Bournemouth, City, and then Liverpool, Everton, Southampton, United, Chelsea. And then we end a little bit easier, but our position here right now in 9th might be jeopardized just a little bit. But as you can see, we have a couple games in hand on the teams around us, though they are going to be very, very difficult games. But, you know, not too bad of a spot to be in. If we win both our games in hand, you know, then we get up into a pretty good spot. But as I said, this is going to be very, very difficult. They're going to be playing some good teams over the next 2 months or so. But we are slowly edging toward the end of the season here, as there are a lot of tired legs here on this Arsenal side. Draxler, Gabriel, Romagnoli, all exhausted. But it's still a pretty decent team. And we're going to run with our same team as well. Tony, Jolis, Mbuemo, and then Ali Seda, De Silva, Bryant, and then Henry, Pinnock, Caceres, and Max Aarons. And that's the front, or that's the 11 we are going to run with, as they all sit in front of Romero. So let's jump into this. Brentford, Arsenal. Let's go. Thought we'd taken that away there. Draxler brings it forward. Of course, very tired, Draxler. Did not see too many sprints out of him today. That is harsh. And the yellow card is really harsh, as Pepe stands over the free kick. And now Boré does as well, as he slides it across here to Partey, who hits it, and that's a decent save. And I believe that's the first shot of the game. 18 minutes in. Tried to catch us out there, almost did. It's a good save, good hit from Partey. Couldn't quite find the back of the net, though. And he has a hit there. I thought we were going to win that there, but he just kind of stood there and didn't move to the ball like I wanted him to. It was a really good hit, though. And the ball's still floating around here as that hit comes in, and all of a sudden, Romero is just making save after save after save. 3 decent saves there. But, I mean, we remain level. That is the most important thing. Bryant dragging this forward. Sees the run out wide of Mbuemo. Or sees him in a bit of space at least, as that slides across to Ali Seda. He scored. It's a great finish. And from one end, 3 great saves, and right to the other, we take the lead. Wildly against the run of play, this goal. But as I said, we'll take it. It's a good ball out to Mbuemo, and he kind of gets into the box, and Ali Seda, you see him back off there and lose both defenders. It's a good finish as he puts it just out of the reach of the Arsenal goalkeeper. We've taken the lead. It's 1-0. Nicely done. De Silva. De Silva can slide that in there. That's a great take from Tony, who steps inside the effort. It's not good enough. It's a weak, tame effort. A really good step inside as well. Is there something for Arsenal at the end of this half, as they look to level it? The London side, is that giveaway is not ideal. We give it right back to him. It's a good goal. In the end, it's a good finish, but that's a really, really poor giveaway. Boré with the finish, but we can't be giving the ball away there. Really can't. We have it here. Just try to clear it. He takes it down. Pepe finds the pass, and Boré levels the score up right before halftime. It is not ideal, and we are level. Nice ball from Guendouzi. Draxler now on it. It's a good ball into Boré. Do take it off him, though. Oh, we didn't play the ball quickly enough. It's a good turn from Pepe. Oh, he's just messing around with the ball. That is his strong suit, dribbling. As that gets played in, it's a good block. They're going to hold on to it here. It's a good turn inside. Somebody step up. I got caught behind him. I was hoping somebody would step in front. He hasn't. And Martinelli has given Arsenal the lead. Man. It's a good finish. But he had the ball there. I got stuck behind him. Couldn't quite get anybody in front. It's Ali Seydu stuck behind him, and the help doesn't come quick enough. It goes right over Romero's shoulder. And on 55 minutes, it's 2-1. Bit of space here. And that's a really good ball to Bore. I didn't think for all the world he was going to play that ball like that. I saw the gap open as Bore grabs another and may have put this game out of reach for us. We haven't been on it going forward today. Scored that goal against the run of play early, but really haven't had anything there. And I really didn't think that ball was possible without the turn. And I was prepping for the turn. It never really came. He just kind of 180'd that. And Bore scores another. It's 3-1 to Arsenal with 23 minutes to go. We have some issues. It's a good ball forward to Ali Seydu. Back inside to Aarons. And now, can we push forward and possibly make Arsenal a little bit more uncomfortable here as we get toward the end, as Brian gets it out to Henry. And Henry steps inside. Balogun on it. Ali Seydu now. And Ali Seydu's got pace, and he's trying to squeeze into it. It's a good back heel. It's a lovely finish as well. That's brilliant from Ali Seydu. Oh, no, it's Ali Seydu who scored the goal. Who's sliding that across there? Oh, Jolis. Jolis had stepped into the middle there. I thought he was Ali Seydu. Jolis did excellently there, and Ali Seydu grabbed another goal. It's a good finish. There's 11 minutes to go. Can we grab a point out of this game? And it is not happening. A minute to go. And we need to get the ball back, folks. We need to push. Oh, we get a touch onto that. We do win it here. And now there's one chance. We got a minute. And it's Bryant who's stepping forward. It's not the ball we were looking for, and that's not going to get it done, is it? 3-2 is going to be the final here. Arsenal going to come away with the points. And, you know, it looked all right for a little bit. But right on the stroke of halftime, the game kind of changed. And we struggled, really, to kind of work our way back into it. 4 total shots on the day. It's not good enough going forward, unfortunately. But, you know, everything's kind of starting to even out now since we changed the difficulty. And we're starting to see some results not go our way, which, you know, at least makes sense. But it's no less easy to go ahead and just take it on the chin. It is... We obviously want to improve week on week, and that just was not good enough. But Arsenal do still sit 10 points back of us, so we'll take that in stride, I suppose. But now we have Bournemouth, of course, 3-3 to start the season. This was the first game. It finished 3-3. Heck of a game. And hopefully we can go ahead and one-up this time and grab ourselves the win. We're going to make a change or two into this starting 11. I want to go ahead and get Guehi a start. Get Forrest onto the bench. Why not? And then we'll give Mitchell a start. And then I think Matondo can also have a go ahead of Mbuemo. And then Pereira has not quite started yet, or for a little bit, as Ali Seydu is looking to take that role altogether. Nicely slots right on in there. So let's jump on into this. Brentford, Bournemouth. Let's go. It's a lovely ball in there to Pereira. And Pereira goes for the chip. Oh, what a goal. Are you kidding? What a finish from Matthias Pereira. That is a stunning chip. Absolutely stunning from Pereira. I thought late about the pass, and it just didn't work how it was. The goalkeeper was a little bit tight angle-wise, tried to go over him, and he does it to perfection. That is a stunning goal. An absolutely stunning chip. Wow, incredible from Pereira, and he gives us a 1-0 lead here. Aarons. Stepping inside here, Aarons. And he can slide it across there, and Tony's just missed it. It's a little bit behind him, sure, but he went for it anyway and did not get it. Not ideal, that. As he has stepped right through the legs of Pereira. And he's hit the post. And we escape there. Pereira, all the heroics, almost the villain a little bit. It was too easily beaten. But he has smashed the post and we escape. And Bryant shoves it in there to Pereira, who steps back inside. And Pereira scores. What an odd game here for Pereira, who scored 2 goals, 1 brilliant chip, and almost conceded a goal right at the other end. A heck of a couple minutes. But it's a really good step inside there. Defenders run into each other. It's a second good goal for the midfielder, and it's 2-0 in a half hour. Oh, there's a lot of space there for Jolis, and he runs into it. And it's Jolis' 3-0. And Bournemouth getting absolutely ripped apart defensively today. And we are cruising into a nice set of 3 points. As Tony here, and that's an excellent run. Tony drags the center back out of that space. And once again, our wingers, they love to make those runs inside. They do it there as it opens. I mean, that opened really wide for Jolis. And he just jumped on in. What a sentence. Jumped right on in. Grabbed himself the win, or the lead, or the goal. I can't even speak. Ignore me. We're 3-0 up. And we might be 4-0 up, as once again, defensively very poor, as that gets headed in. And it's a poor header, really, for what it was. Nice ball in. Can we get a touch onto that? Not quite. Stepped inside nicely. Trying to overwork it, really. It doesn't work out. Oh, that's a good ball in there, Solanke. Just trying to do too many turns, but the passes kind of work out in the end. As Solanke pulls one back. It's 3-1 now. And that is not ideal. As I said, they just keep pulling it back and doing weird stuff with it. And then it just kind of came their way in the end. I stepped over with the pass. The pass back across, just missing my feet. But 3-1 here. Not the start to the second half we wanted. We got to be careful. Get a big touch on it. At the moment, this is very, very scrappy football, which I'm not super into. As the touch from Tony there, all of a sudden, everything, the touch is not working out in our favor. Need to be better. And that is what we want to see. We finally win it. And now Tony can drag this into space. And Tony does well. Slides it back across. That's what we wanted. It's 4-1. And after a scrappy 10 minutes or so, we reopen our 3-goal lead as Jolie smashes it in. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. It's a good finish. It's a good... Well, it's not really a good move as Tony kind of just dragged it forward, waiting for the help. Jolie's made the run, though. And that's what you need. 4-1. Couldn't quite win that one. It's a good ball in there. Oh, that's a bit unlucky, that, as they pull one back. That... a bit unlucky. We got a foot on that. And then he twisted inside. And it's just a tap in once the ball gets to Darter. It's not ideal. And as I said, a bit unlucky. They're doing a little bit too much celebrating, but comes in here. I mean, actually, we didn't get a touch on that, did we? We got a touch on him, and he kind of stuttered for a second. But it's a really good pullback inside. That looked like it went off his other foot. I will feel a little bit hard done by that, but we still have a 2-goal lead with 20 minutes to go. Let's not mess this up. Gonna get a touch onto it. Not quite. Good movement. Can we get a touch? Oh, it's a lovely ball in. Trying to backheel it there a little bit. Lucky again as the ball hits our feet and the deflected pass falls right to Jack Wilshere, who smashes it into the bottom corner. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-goal game, and Oh, ridiculous. Right here, tries the back heel. It bounces right back to him. He slides it across, and Jack Wilshere slams it into the bottom corner. That is wildly annoying. And now we really got to hold out for the last 10 minutes because dropping points here would be an absolute sin. Nice play. Stepped up with the wrong guy. Here's Wilshere. He's a little bit tired, as is the man he just played it to, and he stepped inside brilliantly. Oh, good save. And header away, and we are really playing with fire. We need this game to end. There's 2 minutes to go, and we just can't really handle it, as that pass forward is not ideal. And Bournemouth now have 2 minutes added time to find themselves an equalizer. Oh, we stepped in the way there. That is super unfortunate, as that gets clipped out wide. And he's offside, thankfully, and that ought to do it. It's going to finish 4-3, which is ridiculous considering this way the way this game has gone. They could have leveled it late. They really weren't in the game at all for a long, long time. It's a very, very strange game. Very, very strange. But we collect the 3 points, and we want to get out of there and just move on. Just get out of that stadium and continue on moving, as we have Ali Seda, whose position is changed, which is good. So he was kind of losing points for being a cam and playing in like a center midfield spot technically, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna, what do we want to do here? Passing, ball control, finishing. He's still gonna play a very similar role to Cam. We're gonna roll him on a box to box, and we'll, you know, kind of go from there. But that position change is good, and he doesn't lose theoretical points. I'm not sure if those points there is something you technically lose in game, or if he loses anything when we're playing games. I'm not sure, but you know, it is what it is, and we've got that out of the way. So here we are in 7th now. We're 3 points back of Villa in 5th, but we have a tough run of games coming. Manchester City, Liverpool, and Everton being the next 3. And in the final game of today's episode, we have a very, very tough game against Manchester City. We were beaten by Arsenal earlier. How are we going to fare against a better team? Let's just be completely honest. It is a better team. And we're going to run with our regular starting 11. So let's jump into this. Brentford City. Let's go. Jesus. De Bruyne. Torres. Tried to turn inside. Didn't quite work out. But that pass is straight up awful. And Jesus hits the base of the post and it goes out. That is a really bad pass. He tries to sneak it near post here. It doesn't hit the post, I guess. It just goes just beyond the post and hits the frame on the bottom there. Either way, not very far away off a really, really bad pass. That comes out to Mbeumo, though, and we have a bit of space to run into as that comes to Ali Seda. Back out to Mbeumo. Cuts back inside nicely. Oh, what a finish. And we've taken the lead here. And one chance at the other end for Manchester City. Not taken. But Mbeumo takes ours when we go back up the other way. It's a lovely finish. It's good play here. It's a nice step inside. And it's a really, really good finish. It is a very, very good finish from Mbeumo. That's a really good finish from a tight angle. Curls it beyond Ederson. And it's 1-0 on 16 minutes. Nicely played. And De Bruyne is on it right through the middle here. And taken off him in the end by Caceres, who does some good defending there. Now Ali Seda is going to bring this forward, and there's space here. Gets it out there to Mbeumo. And Mbeumo can slide a brilliant ball in there to Ali Seda, who just scoops it over the bar. Oh, that's a really, really good move on the break. Ali Seda just can't keep it down. Nicely played. Sterling's moving toward the byline into space. There are a couple of players in the box for City. Jesus back to Sterling, and Jesus, that's good play between the two. That's a massive, massive block. I believe that was Pinnock who got across to block that shot from Jesus. That was surely going into the back of the net, but absolutely massive block as he is offside. And for the moment, we are currently holding onto our 1-0 lead as we approach halftime. Nice play. And a good ball to Sterling. Now Sterling trying to step inside here, push to the byline. He's been getting the ball out here a lot, but he's been sort of isolated and unable to kind of get stuff to teammates as they try and maneuver their way forward before Henry goes ahead and takes a grab of the ball here. And now space is opening up as we have more players kind of moving forward as that comes to Ali Seda, and it's back out there to Henry, who gets to it, and it's Henry is 2-0. Excuse the garage as we go one further and make it 2-0 here. And it's the fullback who was kind of dragging it forward. It's a lovely bit of play. It's a good touch there. I thought it might have been a little bit heavy, but it's perfect in the end. As Ederson comes out, the shot goes right by him. And Manchester City are 2-0 down here. A team that's just, I beat constantly. There's something about Manchester City where you could give me any team in the game and I'm probably going to beat them. But they just struggle to really create tons and tons of chances. They kind of overdo it a little bit. As I said, Sterling has been on the ball quite a bit, but he's just been isolated out there. But it seems they're getting ready to push on a little bit as they need a couple goals here, but a very good performance from us. Oh, nicely done. Do manage to get a back ahead, though. It's good play. Really good play as Tony's on it now, and he slides it to De Silva. And De Silva's going to try and get away from Diaz, and he strikes it. That's a good save. Can we keep it in play? Not quite, as it goes out for a corner. There are going to be plenty of chances on the break now as City push players forward, trying to find goals as well as, you know, extra pressing, which should also open up avenues if we play quickly enough. Nicely done, Aguero. Can't quite play it out. We tried to play it out there. Oh, we're dumb. Why did we do that? Oh, we tried to play it out of the back. What are we thinking? De Bruyne grabs one back. And with 22 minutes, that is dangerous, dangerous stuff. But it gets played in here. We win it, try to play it out of the back, and then we get a huge touch on it there. It just happens to fall back to De Bruyne. A bad decision followed by a little bit of luck going City's way. But it's all about the bad decision, isn't it? It's silly. And unfortunately for us, it means City go ahead and pull one back. All right, 3 minutes to go here as Manchester City look for a late equalizer that would just break our hearts a little bit, you would think. As that gets played in nicely, and it's De Bruyne. Tries to backheel it into that space. It does not work out. And now Pereira can drag this ball forward as we get into added time. 2 minutes left. And Pereira's just moving on forward with it. No one stepped up for him as Bryant goes out wide to Jolis. And this is going to be game over, surely, as we are going to get the 3 points here and get a very nice win over Manchester City. 2-1 the final. And that is a massive, massive win. An excellent performance. You got to sit back and just accept that Manchester City are going to have the ball, move it around. But if you can defend well, you have plenty of chances on the break, and we had them today. We just happened to take a couple of them. And Manchester City fade away there, and it sees us get 3 points. We sit still in 7th place after 30 games. There are 8 games left. Obviously, they're not going to get too much easier as we have Liverpool next who sit in 4th, but, you know, that's a very, very, very nice win, and hopefully we can carry it on. Next episode, as we said, the games, they just continue to come, and they continue to be difficult. We have Liverpool, and then we have Everton and Southampton before we have United, Chelsea, and Brighton. I mean, It's tough. It is tough. There are only 8 games left this season, so 3 more episodes, and hopefully you guys are excited for the conclusion of this season. We might be pushing a European spot in our first season, and hopefully, you know, we can get close to it. We obviously want to keep on rolling, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks, of course, have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.